Deirdre from Mobility Genie. At Mobility Genie, one of the more common referrals we get from occupational therapists would be for electric rise and recline chairs. The reason somebody would need an electric rise and recline chair would be if they have difficulty getting out of a normal chair by themselves without help. So what we stock is the Newark rise and recline chair with a waterfall back and a dual motor. They come in 6 different sizes, that is the super petite wide, petite, which is my height, or suitable for my height, standard, grand and super grand. And we stock them in the can silver colour, which is this colour, which suits most furnishings. We stock the one with the waterfall back. They come with several different backs, but we choose the waterfall back because it gives more support to the head, the upper back and the lower back. This particular chair comes with a zip at the back of each of the 3 cushions to allow you to add if you needed more padding. This chair is a petite size, as I mentioned, which is suitable for my height. I'm going to sit in it now and demonstrate. So you can see the handset is simple to use. You just press a button to switch it on. And because of the dual motor, the footrest and the back work independently, which gives you the option of sitting up straight with the footrest out or lying back with the footrest out. So now the footrest, you can see me in a sitting position, and you can see that I can angle the chair wherever is comfortable for me at any particular time. So if you want to have a snooze during the day, you can let it go right back and just have your blanket beside you. So it saves you having to go to bed for your midday sleep. And now I'll show you the chair rising me up so that I can get up easily without asking for help. So for either the carer who's looking after their loved one, it makes it easier for them because they don't have to help them up, or for the person who's living independently, that they can manage by themselves. Again, you can stop it at whatever angle you require. And when you reach the height that you want to, you will get up from the chair in the normal way, using your 2 hands to help you up, and away you go. So that's the Newark rise and recline chair with the dual motor in the petite size. And now we'll continue demonstrating the other sizes. And now we're going to continue with the different sizes of rise and recline chairs. So this one here is a super grand, and you can tell by looking at me that I'm lost in this chair. My 2 feet are way up off the ground when my bum is into the back of the seat. There's too much behind me and there's too much width. If I was to try and make myself comfortable in this chair, I'd be inclined to go down like that with my 2 feet on the ground. And then what I've done is I've moved my bum from the back of the chair, which means that when I'm sitting, I'm going to be sitting with the curvature going the completely opposite way to the way it should be, which means that if I'm sitting for a few hours and I get up, I'm going to be aching because I'm not sitting with the correct posture. So similar to that, we'll move on to the grand. So this chair is similar to the super grand, except that it doesn't have the same width, but I'm still lost behind me. There's too much chair and my 2 feet are way up off the ground. So again, I'd be inclined to do the same thing. Now we'll move on to the standard, which is coming closer to my size, but not quite. The chair itself, I could put up with that. It's quite comfortable, but my feet still are not touching the ground. Again, I'm going to move on to the petite. There's very little between them, but enough to make it matter. So this is the one that we showed you earlier, is the correct height and size for me. My 2 feet are comfortably on the ground, my bum is into the back of the seat, and you can see the back of the chair is coming up behind my head. So this for me is just so comfortable. There's very little again between this and the super petite, but enough that makes a difference. So you can see with this chair, the back isn't quite coming up as high, and my 2 feet are on the ground, but my knees are slightly above my hips, which means that this is not the correct chair for me. But for somebody 5 feet and under, it would be ideal. So that's the different sizes of rise and recline chairs.